going on? We switched it up tonight.
Yeah.
What's going on, folks? It is Friday night, 7:30. You guys know what that means. It is time for Panhandle Fishing Report. I'm your host, Mike Smith, Smitty with Smitty Surf Fishing, and with me always is my co-host.
What is up, everybody? It is Demo from Finding Demo Surf Fishing Podcast, and it is the freaking weekend. Thank God.
It is the last official summer is September 22nd, but everybody was on the road today thinking today was the last weekend of summer, Labor Day weekend.
I'm okay with it being the end of summer.
Yeah. Ready for it to tone down just a little bit.
A little bit.
A little cool.
My girthy can only handle so much temperature.
I hear you.
Lane, good evening. Donnie,
Hey.
how are you, man? Donnie shot me a text a little while ago. He picked himself up something fun from the podcast. He'll be sharing it on his social media. I'm looking forward to seeing what he gets himself into. Oh boy.
He shared something recently. I just
The rods?
Anyway.
Oh, you mean his new hook set? The way he for his rod organization?
Maybe. I don't
That
know.
was nice. It's a lot like yours. I think he went with a wall mount though versus a roof mount.
Gotcha. Yeah. Bill, what's happening, buddy?
Well, let's see here. All right. So it is, as you guys know, it is time for the show. So like, share, subscribe, get this out there to the max ones. We are broadcasting in the Panhandle Fishing Report, Smitty's, and Smitty's YouTube. We are not transmitting to Panhandle Surf Fishing tonight.
Here we are. No, we normally don't.
Oh, we don't?
To
All right.
Panhandle Surf Fishing? No, we share that one later.
Ah, good call. You talking
It
about
gets
me?
shared
We're
to
talking
another.
about you, Donnie? Hell yeah, I am.
Always.
Hello from Oklahoma. What part of Oklahoma, Jeff?
Jeff, welcome,
like
buddy.
Oklahoma. I enjoyed my little. Do you ever been there?
Where was it? Lawton, Oklahoma.
Where's that?
I go up there north of Wichita Falls.
Hmm.
I think we went up there to some lake that was up there, up in that area. I never spent like a huge amount of time up there. Just kind of went to see folks. Mr. Burford, what is up?
What is up, Atlantic side? Good to see you, sir.
Atlantic side.
Tyler, hello. Good evening to you as well. Fish
Yeah.
Cup Donnie.
Donnie,
What's
what's
up,
happening, buddy?
Oh.
All
All right. Sorry. I'm getting a little bit of my go juice.
Possum Kingdom in Wichita Falls. Why is everybody jumping on your video? Panhandle Fishing for okay. All my notifications are coming in from the side. Chickasaw.
Never been there. I've only
Oklahoma.
been to Tulsa and Owasso. My wife fell in love with Broken Arrow and Owasso. And it was almost like, hey, what's
North of Lawton?
And there's no ocean in Oklahoma, so I had to beg for no.
Jeff.
It's all right, Bruce.
Yeah, Bruce. Nice. Bruce is coming down. We're gonna do some shark fishing. He's gonna do some snapper fishing with Mr. Tony, I believe. Snapper. October 8th and 9th. Snapper season is opened.
You only get the weekends, right?
The following weekends, in October.
So be careful with the weekends, everybody. If you're coming down here, I know the Bearded Brad had a video on this not too long ago. Went pretty viral with their game wardens doing checks on Monday. Somebody forgot it wasn't open that day. So remember, weekends only, and it's just 2 days. It's not weekend Friday or weekend Monday earlier. It's those 2 days. Careful with that. You don't want that fine.
Speaking of fines,
I was going to wonder.
I think this is going to be our question, and I'm going to have to go back and find the post.
Hold on. I think I have it.
Okay.
I might have it from our text group.
Okay. So I'm going to ask a question, and I'm going to see how many folks respond who are actually watching right now. And you just respond to yes or no. Not if you do or not.
Got it.
Can you fish with chunks of bluefish? Just a simple yes or no. Can you or can't you?
Yes. Just answer us. Let us know what your thoughts are, and then we'll do a reveal. I will not text you both at the same time this week. All right, Tony.
Mark thought we were ignoring him. Because all of a sudden Brian and I both went to our phones. It's like, what was that?
Yeah, if at any given point in the show and you see both Mike and I look probably like we both look down, there was more than likely a group text that we're both in. It's like, oh, hey, what's going on? Bill, I was going to save it for later, but we will happily talk about it now. So there are upcoming tournaments for lots of things coming in the next few months, ladies and gentlemen. And if you're not tracking on them, you might want to get your pen and paper and start getting your stuff ready. Bill's club, Panhandle Inshore. No, I'm going to say it wrong, Bill. Inshore Fishing Club has a tournament tomorrow. It starts at 6 a.m. to 3. The launch point is here in Navarre, right behind Juana's, I believe there. And it is a redfish and trout tournament. There is more details on the page, so you will be able to see about that. There will be more info. Bill will put a lot more up on there, and you should be good to go. But he'll post all the details. It starts at 6. He has the buy-in. I believe it was 40 with some fun stuff there. It's just a good, fun end-of-year tournament for the group, for his group there. So ready to go out. Ninja.
All right.
Hey, Matt. Good to see you. All right. We have one answer.
What is up? All right. Stephen Connor, what is up? All right, let's go through here. We said Brian Rose says yes. Tony, no. Bill, no. Donnie, yes. Did you say Donnie's?
I did not. We're both
put them on the hook.
All right. That's only 3 answers. What else? Oh, yep. Just put it on the hook. Okay.
Okay.
Anyone else? We've got.
Bill, no.
Looks like we've got 17, 18 watchers right now live. Can you put bluefish? Can you use bluefish on a hook? Cut bluefish.
Cut bluefish.
I wish we had a sound engineer.
One word, yes.
Okay.
Interesting.
I have plenty of other words. All right, here we go. Share screen.
All right.
Oh, wait.
Let me take down. Yeah, hang on. Let me take down the.
Let me know when you're ready.
Brand. We're gonna go. So this before you share screen.
Yep.
This was Robert Marrero. Yes. This was interesting, and this surprised me. The actual answer is no. And I'm sure there are many of us who may have done this, specifically if you're targeting sharks. When you go to get something nice and bloody. Now, the key that I used were, can you use chunks of bluefish? Donnie actually got it right. Yes. Put the whole bluefish on, then you're good.
Mm-hmm.
But you cannot mutilate or cut up the fish, because it has to be landed in whole condition, remain in whole condition. Any fish basically that has a size limit, you can't use for bait unless you use it in the whole condition.
So as you can see here, here's one of the law ones. Right. I can't see any comments here, you guys. So
okay. So Donnie said you didn't ask if it was legal. Yeah, that's what Mark says too. Nobody says that you asked if it was legal. I just said, can you? Legally, you cannot. So know that in case you get stopped.
So if you here's the law right here.
Yeah.
No, you go. Go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't think that.
So
because I may or may not be guilty of cutting one up. Yeah, and using a chunk of bluefish for bait.
So I have a thought on this, and I know it means I'm going to call FWC next week anyway, because I still need to do the interview with them and figure out why this hasn't happened yet.
You got to watch what you put in the comments.
Oh, I can't see it. I'll see it when I get back. All right, so here's the law: 68 Bravo -23.003 size limit, landed in hold condition. Now you can play armchair quarterback however you want with this rule. All right, you can say, "Oh well, I didn't land it; it was frozen." Cool story. You can do whatever you want with these whole things. You can say whatever you like. It comes down to basically two things: one, the written article of the law, and the FWC agent or game warden that is there enforcing said law. Now, I'm all for discussion. However, discussion comes to a point where it's, all right, don't tase me, bro. You can be a dick if you want, and I guarantee you're not going to get anywhere. Or you can just be like, all right, this person, Cool. Got a warning. Alexa got a warning. Not happy about it. Totally understand. But didn't know the rule, and now we do. So we're spreading the word on that. It is what it is. It's not fun, but you can get as pissed off as you want. Okay, where are the comments getting out of crazy?
Yeah, comments are going crazy. So
let's I love it when comments get crazy.
Tony, even if you freeze it whole and bring it back the next day, correct? It's still there in your possession. It's there. What if you take it home and freeze it like Spanish? Stephen Connor asks, and that's exactly what this individual got the warning for, was fishing with a Spanish. Another fish that I'm sure folks are guilty of. You catch a nice Spanish, slice it in half, send it out there because it's a nice bloody fish. Black tips love them. Keep it whole if you're going to send it. Is the best result. Butterfly it and send it.
I was going to say butterfly it like you did with the runner. The other parts of this, and I know I'm completely wrong and illegal when I say this. So if you start to say Brian said I could do it, you're just battle. So I have several bluefish in my cooler, thanks to my neighbor who caught those ridiculous ones. And I have to cut them up with my saw because they're frozen solid. I don't have a whole fish. All I have are chunked bluefish. All I have is chunks. I didn't catch the fish. It's frozen chunks. Condition. Now, am I going to get a ticket? Oh, probably. Yeah. It's not going to work. But could I use it as a possible? Yeah. No good excuse.
That's right. Skin it. More importantly, what bourbon are you drinking tonight? Drinking.
Yeah. What are you drinking tonight?
So I am back on the Black Saddle right here.
You do like the saddle.
Here. This is I found this one down at ICAST. Chuck LeMahieu, who imports the RC Fishing Surfers when we were down there, got me hooked on this one. This is so, matter of fact, I need a refill. So smooth and delicious. It's great. And it's not that expensive either. I think it's like maybe 80, right around $80 for a bottle. So not bad. No.
Roberto, I believe you can catch them, take them home on your next trip and use them as bait. Unfortunately, it still falls into the same category as whole condition. If it's not a species that has a limit or a size limit, good example being ladyfish or blue runner, then you can get away with it. But the basic key is if it has a limit or a size limitation, you are in the danger zone of getting it.
Archer, nice. Where did Justin send us that? So if you look,
I still have the links.
Yeah. So if you look on the FWC, not the site, but the little brochure book they send out, there's little markings next to the fish. If it has that little black triangle next to it, that means it has to be kept in the whole condition. That's a quick. There you go. Look at you. You should be like our engineer, dude. What'd you do?
I didn't. Well, thankfully, didn't go to
there. You go. Yeah. So bluefish there. There's your Spanish. It's got that little black triangle next to it.
Can't use cobia? What the hell? I feel cheated. Can't use cobia?
Can you make it bigger?
Can't use permanent? Yeah.
No, can't use permanent. Yeah. Nah, it's all good, man. No. It's good. So if you see this picture, those little markings next to them, they actually mean stuff. So make sure you take a look at that.
I don't see the link. Gotta be.
Who else?
Gotta be.
Okay, so bring up. Somebody else mentioned croakers, and croaker had to be kept in whole condition. Was that true, or did? Anyway, that's another whole thing. So I mean, we're all about education here on the site. I've done videos using frozen pompano heads as bait. I guess I need to take those down. Yeah, you and me both, maybe.
I was gonna say somebody on the show.
I think somebody on the show also used them for that. So here's a good question though. Carcasses, if they remain whole so that you have a head and a tail,
legal.
It should be legal.
Yep.
Even though the fillet's not there, the head and the tail are still there.
And that's what I was thinking.
And the guts and stomach is still there.
Mm-hmm. But
so you should be good.
Whole condition is the question mark. So, and when we talked about this, it also came back to my head was when I had a conversation with them about ikejime, because when I was cutting the tail, technically I'm altering the fish. The FWC officer I spoke with, he goes, You are, but you're not. He said, if I can still flap the tail and it's still attached, then technically it's still whole condition.
And that's what I would go back with the carcasses too. As long as they can measure to make sure that was a legal fish.
That's where I would go with it.
That's where you get. So carcasses depends on this. Yeah. So if I have a bunch of frozen mingo carcasses and they're all over 10 inches, right? So you're good. You should be able to use those as bait.
Yeah, just don't
unless there's something else out there that says you can't use reef fish, and then we'd have to do another deep dive on stuff. So not that I'm saying go out and use those as bait. There's other things out there that you need to check. So, and we'll just leave it at that.
Larry, we can't catch them as big as you do and use them as bait.
Yeah. You guys aren't following Larry and the Panhandle fly fisherman. He's been on it lately. Redfish. I mean, having fun with ladyfish out there.
Oh, the ladies.
Even needle-nose gar. I mean, anything you catch on a fly rod is going to be fun. You know what I mean?
He had a great trip today. I loved his ride up on that one. Thomas Earl. Nice high pitch there. Oh, yeah. Thanks, man. I've been practicing. All right. So for those of you that don't recognize Thomas Earl, he is part of the Kids Can Fish Foundation. There's a podcast coming up on that with a lot of really big information about that whole organization. That super eye-opening and a really cool one. Abby and I are heading to Georgia to go fish their tournament. So we'll be well, hell yeah, I can record from there still. So we'll be able to talk from there and bring a bunch of stuff on the show. And it's a really cool one. So if you guys haven't ever taken a gander at Kids Can Fish, you really should. They're doing great things for the community and kids.
Yeah, they are. That is awesome. Yeah, you guys are going to have fun out there. That's a good one.
I'm excited. Steven, yes, you can inviscerate. You can gut fish on all day. You can inviscerate, cut. That's completely legal. And I do recommend, like always, take a look at Fish Rules. Have that app downloaded wherever you are. It is throughout the entire, from what I understand right now, I believe it's the entire full. Let's do a live show after. Hell yeah, let's do that, man. Where was the other one?
Absolutely.
There it is. Yes, you can use fillets as bait. You would think, but who knows? Yeah. So this is going to be a hot button one. So just, again, you can cut this 100 different ways from Saturday if you want. The biggest thing is the FWC is going to be out there. They're going to enforce the regulations as they see them. You can discuss it and do what you want. But as no, Donnie, no, don't do that.
Small ones, because small ones eat bigger ones. And Jack and Dylan will tell you the same thing. Smaller fish, because there's no limit on you could use black tips because there's no size limit.
A hole? I don't know. On that. Would you? I wouldn't think that would be.
If you're going after 10-foot plus sharks, yes.
Wow. That's why I suck at sharks.
And or a small black nose and Jack was supposed to be on tonight, but he had to work, so he won't be here tonight. We'd ask him, but he'd probably be in the green room right now shaking his head. Yes.
Huh. I wouldn't think you could use a whole shark.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Combos all day. All right.
Like we're talking like this anyway. Good stuff.
Well, we're 18 minutes in and doing what you and I like to do. For those of you who didn't realize, we got a lot of weird stuff going on tonight. So you guys are just in for a wild ride. The train's going to run. Weather is coming up here in a moment, so be ready for that. And then we also discount codes. So Rogue Reels has changed it, given us our discount code. So head in there, PFR.
Nope, Rogue 15.
15.
Rogue 15 is the new discount code, and that's good through the end of the year.
Yep. So
we appreciate Rob and all his support and what he's doing for us. So thanks, buddy. We appreciate it. So you guys want rigs, the Demo rig, amazing. An HD double drop. There it is. Go get you one of them. Whether you use it in the surf or whether you take it offshore and drop it, it's going to be great. It's got a 3/0 hook, 40-pound mono, right? Fluoro built. The Smitty's rig, that's a short, a 20-foot deployment leader.
There's nothing short.
That's a 20-foot deployment leader that he makes for us. He's got out there. And soon there may be some other rigs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they're out just yet.
And if you need other,
I know they will be next week, I think.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it'll be going up on the other site next week.
Oh, okay. He's also got other shark and drum rigs, terminal tackle if you need it, and line cutters For those of you who haven't heard about that, great little set right here. This is the zipper one. Got that one now in, and lots of really good things there.
And apparel. He's got apparel too. Check out that. Yeah.
And it's actually pretty comfy.
It's good stuff.
Really
I like mine. I wear mine out in the boat and stuff. So that's what we didn't talk. We were talking about everybody else or everything else that's going on. Did you get out and do any fishing this week or weekend?
I feel like I did. I think. Why do I not have a brain anymore? Yes, I did.
Fog.
Yeah, it's bad. I went out to the beach and did my favorite type of fishing, which is into the evening. I am a nighttime fisherman. If you guys ever want to go fish with me, I will tell you I'm not a morning person. I am into the sunset and night. I love that one. Got out with good old Justin and Justin Reed Fishing. He put a herding on many fish with his new setup, which I will let him talk about on his channel. But let's just say he downsized it to a level that was very effective and very smart. And he also happened to catch a mangrove snapper in the surf.
Yeah. So, a nice one too.
It was definitely a keeper. I caught a nice angry toothy bluefish on a 50 fins rig, and it was great. Nice bite. Water's cleaning up. This June grass is finally going away. It's so nice. Both the rig and the Smitty rig will be on the other side. Oh, okay, cool.
Nice. Good Facebook user, I'm guessing that's Rob.
That's probably Rob.
All we see is Facebook user.
Yeah. So all those ones are, I mean, good time. You've been in and out. You had a lot going on.
Yeah, we had charters. We did pretty good. We had I figured it was Rob.
We had a feeling.
We had a group that there's 3 kids out there with us, and we had them hooked up on the runt rod. And if you follow me on social media, then you've seen pictures on the Smitty's page. But there's nothing better than going out and putting kids on fish because they don't care what it is they catch. They were bringing in huge ladyfish, small ladyfish, blue runners, some nice whiting. They caught a nice mess of whiting up in close right now. There's a lot of whiting in close along the beach if you get out there. And when I say close, I'm talking no more than 5 to 10 yards right in that little zone. And they are hammering whiting or hammering little cut pieces of shrimp. But, on the runt rod, you hand that off to them and they're excited, drag screaming. Even the parents are excited. Anything you catch on the runt rod. And that, I thank Tony for introducing me to that because that's all I use. I mean, not all I use, but I use it a lot is getting that runt rod out there because no matter what you catch on it, it's a giant. Feels like a giant. And then anything on the set rigs were further out.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a good one for this.
I do. So for nighttime, you can get. Do I share screen here? I guess I do. I prefer a company called Ocean Sun Glow Products. They have these little lights, basically little glow sticks, which will go on the tip of your rod. And they have different sizes. They have large, medium, and extra large. It depends on the circumference of the tip of your rod.
Yeah,
will be the right ones. I use the extra large for all my surf rods. It does not interfere with my guides. It has not gotten in the way. The glow stick's about this big, and it sits on the tip of the rod, and it's perfect. I've had no issues with it, and it'll glow for almost 2 days.
You basically twist it, and it snaps right onto the rod itself, and they are great, and they last for days. Like you could literally fish with the same one for like 2 nights in a row.
And it doesn't cast off either, which is really cool. You can cast with it on there. You don't have to take it off and put it back. It's I know that Ninja Tackle has it on their website, Ninja Tackle VA. I know he's got them.
They carry them? Nice.
Yep. Link me. I got you, Donnie. I'll get you out.
Yeah.
I actually wrote a thing on it, so it's actually on my website if you guys want to go back. But yeah, those are great for nighttime. It's just all you guys that little green tip. Other people I've seen, another angler uses a strip. Remember the ones that go on carts, those LED glue. They've put them on the rods before like that, and some of those ones would be kind of cool. But I'd worry that it'd get in the way or be a problem.
Yeah. Let's see here. I've actually ordered them. I'm bringing them up right now. I got mine off Amazon now.
Yep, here it is. I got them.
You got them?
Yeah, okay. Let me share it. This one.
Yep, that's them right there. A box of what, 50 or 100? Yeah, 100 sticks.
two
And
pieces.
you can see those little clips down there on the bottom of it. They just alternate. One's going one way, one's going the other. So that's what keeps it locked onto your rod. And yeah, super bright, especially when it's dark out like that. Man, you can see them things just bouncing and glowing.
There's a caution here.
Don't eat them, or don't give them to babies.
Don't give them to babies. But
Okay.
also, can I give you a Brian caution? Don't try to crack it with your mouth.
No.
It doesn't taste good.
Nice.
I'm an idiot. I'm sorry.
All right, let's jump to weather. What we got?
Go to your weather.
Jump into weather. Let's see here. Share screen. Window. Weather. All right. Oh, I need the 10-day.
Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, the Samaritan or whatever. I haven't watched it yet.
I haven't for movies.
So we got a little bit of rain for the foreseeable future. Isolated, but it's not bad. It's 20, 30, 50, same thing we get. Tomorrow's looking not too bad. Southeast winds at 9 a.m. thunderstorms, but the last report I saw was they weren't going to start till like around noon. It was like 50% chance at noon. I'll have to go back to the hourly, but Sunday's not looking bad. Southeast winds at 8. Monday, isolated thunderstorms. Again, 35%, 20%. I mean, winds are looking good. Weather's looking good. Fish around the rain. As long as it's not lightning, you're pretty good. But yeah, weather's looking not bad at all. Oh, there we go. No, not liking it. But that's the Weather Channel. Everybody uses a lot of different apps and stuff to figure out what's going on.
All right, here comes your wind and wave report. So out of the wind, we were talking about it a little bit there. So here's Saturday at 5 and 6 a.m. 2 knots coming offshore, dead stop, nice and smooth. Into the afternoon, it's going to be 5s. 4 into the evening, darkness. Then going into the Sunday day, all slow and low. You're not looking at much of anything to get in your way for that. And the waves activity is probably going to stay very low and inactive, which, if I remember correctly, that was earlier today. Come on, catch up.
You were right. The forecast did change for tomorrow morning.
So waves running at 1 foot, and it looks like it's coming directly to the north from the south. So it doesn't look like you're going to run into anything on the offshore side. So if you're going out there on there, going into the surf or out for a charter for the weekend on that, if you happen to be, you're going to be all right with the waves and the wind. It should be fine. But watch out for the rain and the thunderstorms. Those are going to be kind of meh. You're going to be dodging storms. Don't judge me, Jack, from the other room.
Actually, he's not here tonight. He's dog sitting.
Very good. All right, so that's the weather.
Nice.
Shall we?
So we don't have our offshore person tonight. Couldn't make it. So we are going to bring up JT, Mr. Justin Thomas with Flat Spot Charters, do our inshore, and then we'll jump to the offshore and the topic we're going to talk about there. We'll get Justin on here real quick. So without further ado, welcome to the show, Justin Thomas.
What's up, fellas?
What is going on, buddy?
Oh, not a whole bunch. Just, dealing with the weather like you guys are talking about, but it's kind of a minute-to-minute thing. I don't even look at the forecast anymore. It's not even worth it.
Man, I hear you. Like, we were on our way back from Biloxi today, and I was looking at the weather, trying to determine, because it wasn't looking good for tomorrow. And then I'm like, okay, we got a trip in the morning. So I'm like, let me check to make sure it's still good. Oh, yeah, it doesn't look bad. 10% chance, whatever, go through there. No, I just checked it again. Now we're up to like 40 in the morning with it just getting worse from about 7 a.m. Then it drops back down to 20. I'm like, you know what? I'll check it again in the morning.
Yeah, I just get up at 4:30, look at the radar, and that's about the best you're gonna do.
Yep. Yeah, because we're running 40s and 60s tonight, so it's just it's a crapshoot.
Yeah.
Bill, really? Bill,
really? That's true. I don't even know why
Can't trust him, Bill. Can't trust him.
Oh,
Captain Mark. I don't know why, but I like this JT guy. I think it's the mustache.
Mike, I mean, everyone.
The mustache helps, man. I tell you.
Yeah.
It Hey, speaking of the leave your
Speaking of
bait
mustache.
whole thing, I wonder what the
Yeah.
FWC would think about a 8-inch speckled trout.
Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to use those.
I don't think that.
I tell you what, the cobia we hooked the other day wasn't following the rules. Then they owe him a ticket.
You had already caught him on the popping cork, and then the cobia came up and hit the popping cork.
No, I caught the trout on a little jig.
Come on, man! I'm trying to help you out here.
I was reeling the trout in.
Okay.
And that thing just came up and wrecked it.
Yeah.
Nice.
I
thought it was a shark for a minute, but it wasn't.
Yeah,
so that was fun for a couple minutes. Didn't really work out, but it was fun while it lasted.
We had 3 of them circling the boat on Tuesday, and couldn't get them to bite anything. So maybe we needed speckled trout. That's what we needed.
Yeah, dude. We saw 2 of them. They were just really lost. They were not where they were supposed to be by any means.
Nice. So what's
it happens.
What's the inshore bite other than cobia on speckled trout? What else has been
going
on?
So here's the deal, man. Like all this rain, like you just gotta go find some clean water. So I've been fishing a lot closer to the pass than I typically do. Just because of the cleaner water out there, it's getting filtered through the pass. Salinity is a lot better for them right now because summertime those trout seem to like a little more salt.
Yeah.
The redfish are still up in the doo-doo water, but they're real hard to catch because they can't see nothing. So, but that's the ticket right now is you're just going to have to fish current and fish stuff that's clean. Now by clean, I don't mean like it's got to be crystal clear,
right.
Beach vacation video quality,
right.
But something where they can find the bait. Like that's where we've been having success. Like as much as I want to go run back in the marsh and catch all the fish that I know they're there, it's just, you got to hit them you're going to have to hit them in the face right now.
Gotcha. Well, that's a nice redfish there.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's not bad.
Yeah, the bridge bite's still good. That'll last another. Well, it all depends on water temp, but probably another
month. What are you doing
month.
with that guy?
Dude, I don't know. Another random lost fish.
What the hell?
Just happens to be up there in the flat.
Catch a ladyfish, catch a trout, and catch one of them. So, but yeah, they're biting good. It's just getting them early. Top water bites good early, but then as soon as that sun comes off, they're running off the hill and getting a little deeper. So them trolling, anywhere between 5 and 8 feet. The good ones I've been catching.
Right.
The dinkers, like the teeny tiny 8 to 10 inches, are staying up on the flat.
Gotcha.
But and you'll catch a bunch of them, but it's fun, but that's not really what I'm looking for most of the time. The reds, they're in the grass. Like them reds are in the grass. The trick is being able to work a bait through there without picking up cabbage.
Right.
So fishing, as light as you possibly can, jerk shad, weightless, or like even if you want to fish like I've gone to fishing a paddle tail, but I'm putting a swivel on it. I'm rigging that thing weightless. And I put the swivel on there so that, I don't get all that line twist because that thing will just kick all crazy.
Yeah.
But anything to keep it out of the grass.
What's your go-to paddle tail?
I have a bunch. I've been using those matrix shad a lot.
Yeah.
Like I've been using those, but they're a little too dense for like a EWG offset hook.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm going to do that, I'll use one of those little dippers, one of those Reaction Innovation ones. Because if you throw those weightless, they still got enough meat on them to where you can cast them.
Right. It's still
like as much as I like, the durability of the Z-Man stuff. It just they just don't cast as well as other things. So it's all trade-offs, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So who was it that posted just a second ago? Steven? Was it Steven? Been doing good with small pins.
Yep, small pins
pin fish
are awesome.
Now you're
Like
talking like small to like 2.5, 3 inches.
No, smaller than that.
Really? You're like
yeah, like
teeny tiny. Really?
Yeah, like small.
Interesting.
Small ones. And I've basically gotten away from shrimp altogether. I'm just throwing cast net and catching glass minnows and
yeah,
whatever I can get. Like finger mullet, glass, I don't care. I'm over it with the shrimp right now because those pinfish are just killing me on them.
Just tearing them up. Yeah.
Yeah. And the glass minnows ain't that much better, but
right.
I can catch 50 of them in a cast and it don't cost me a dime. So
right. Yeah. As
and,
opposed to paying $4.98 a dozen.
That's right.
Times 10 because you got to make it last for a while.
Yeah, I'll run out of bait. I'll go run up there, throw the cast net again, and guess what? It's full again.
bait wheel's good to go. Look at that ingenuity.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, it's what Steven says, like inch to 2. Yep, that's what.
Yeah.
Teeny tiny stuff.
Yeah.
Schubert.
Yep, the small stuff.
What are you doing on here? You're supposed to be on your ways to the Keys.
He's in the passenger seat. He's not driving.
Slow driving?
I bet. That's just a guess, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey, I went out shopping today and I saw a picture frame that I was going to get for those two. It was it said at the bottom it was like Mr. and Mr. It's like a wedding photo.
They are inseparable.
They are.
I totally understand that. So I got nothing on that. Where's that? Yeah. Steven he loves his cast net. Can't miss the show. Appreciate you, buddy. He loves them. He wants it. He wants the picture.
Yeah, that's a good one with him and Flo together.
Oh,
inseparable.
Man. So awesome. Running live bait with small pins. Live bait seems to be the better run right now with those ones, and the live pins are hitting reds. Their trouts are also going nuts on that as well, or is
yeah. Yep. No, the trout are eating them. The reds are eating them. It's all good as long as you got the right size bait. Like if you throw them, there's pinfish and then there's offshore pinfish, right? You got to have the right size. So, like all my pinfish are coming in. Like I'm catching them in a minnow trap with the tiny holes. Like that's the ones I want. The ones that can't get through the normal bait trap.
Nice. So Steven wants to know weightless for the trout or with a small split shot.
Weightless. Well,
he corrects himself.
Yeah.
The trout are pulling out a little deeper, so you can throw weight. It's just those reds that are the ones that stay up on the hill. They're getting in that grass, and it's just hard. Like it is thick.
Yeah.
So you could get away with throwing a light weighted hook, but like I've been doing just fine weightless, just slow rolling it and just doesn't hang up or catch any of that cabbage.
Yeah, but something more dense when you're talking throwing a soft plastic. You want the body here to be a little denser.
Yeah, those it's not even like the body. It's just like the whatever plastisol you use that's just got a little more weight to it.
Yeah.
So those reaction innovations, those things are perfect. If you ever, I'm not saying people steal molds, right? Because nobody does that.
Right.
No. God.
Yeah. But I've seen those Salt Strong bombers.
Yeah.
That's a reaction innovation dipper, is what that is.
You think?
It 100%. And like the little dippers is just the smaller one, and that thing still casts pretty good. And it's just a size down dipper, which is it's a really good bait. And you can throw it on like a 3-dot, EWG. Rig it weedless, and it'll just kind of skip right across the top of that grass. And it doesn't you can get that nose all the way past the eyelet and it pick up nothing.
Yeah.
It's just like a jerk shad with a paddle tail.
Nice. So I guess Schubert's having a hard time throwing his Miradines up in that grass. He's going to be hanging up on all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, they grab a little bit of stuff.
Yeah, they do.
That ain't gonna stop them though.
Right, I know.
Well, no. What about a jerk gulp?
Yeah, yeah, that'll be fine too. Like
Any of those,
any of those jerk baits.
yeah,
We get you, Steven. That's why we do this, man. We
Yep.
don't hide information. We always share it because that reason right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
anything that'll keep you from sinking into that grass. Because as soon as you foul up that lure with grass, they're not stupid, you know.
yeah,
Like they see a big chunk of grass on front of, like, there's not going to be any pinfish or finger mullet just swims around with grass over his eyes.
Hmm.
So I mean, once you foul it up, you're done. You might as well reel it in.
yeah. Tyler here wants to know, what's your favorite hook when using the soft plastics?
Those mustad grip pins.
Really?
Yeah.
So you just peg it and then it
The
comes back
mustad
right?
grip pins have that little keeper on them,
Mm-hmm.
to where you can, like, I like the screw locks, but the screw locks, you can't get the nose of the bait over the eyelet. And when you have that exposed eyelet, you'll end up picking up grass on that. So those mustad grip pin EWGs are great hooks.
Do you have any of those behind you? Because maybe I'm thinking of something different.
No, I got them. Hold on.
Yeah, take us to the wall.
Because I'm thinking you just
show us the whole wall. Don't be.
Oh yeah, see that's not what I'm thinking of. Okay, I see.
Ooh,
I was thinking of the one that had the little peg in them that comes off.
No.
The deal. Yep.
I'll pull one out though. But you can see, like, see how it's got that little keeper.
Yep.
So that keeps you from sliding around, and then you can get the nose of the bait, like push it all the way over the eyelet to where you only have string coming out of the bait.
Mm-hmm.
And then you'll just get that on top of the grass, and it'll I mean, this thing ain't heavy enough to where the problem with a regular jig in the grass is as soon as you stop retrieving it, what's it do?
Sink. Boom, nose first, right down into the grass.
Yeah, and then when you pull it
up back through.
It's grabbing seaweed. So it's just, I mean, that's where them redfish are hanging out right now. Unless you go fish deep, and who knows? You know, I always have better. Like, I have a theory that the ones that are up on top of the hill are the ones that are feeding, and the ones that slide off the edge are more chilling.
Yeah.
You know, like if they're on the ledge coming up, then they're going up to eat. If they're dropping down, they're taking a break.
Yeah.
Not saying you can't catch them. You can't catch them down in the bottom. You can. It's just, you know, 100% that if they're up on the flat, they're up there looking for food. They're not there just to hang out and have a good time.
Right. Makes sense.
Because it sucks up there. Like,
it's hot. It's
grassy. Hot. There's birds trying to kill you. There's all kinds of things.
Mark jumped in. Do you ever throw the Z-Mans with the Elasta Z-Tech that's more buoyant? It helps balance the weights on the jig head, I think.
I do. I throw them. I don't think I get very good casting distance out of them. That's the only problem with those. Like, I like them because they float, but I also don't like them because they're like so light. I can't get any distance on them when they're weedless. Like, I need to have some weight on them to get them to go.
So you bring up a good point, casting distance and everything. You in the past have talked about you like the Fuegos, the Dawas. You using what, like a 2500 super light line? What are you using to get that distance? Because for those that are listening and watching, reel size, line size, all that's going to come into play when you're trying to sling that soft plastic.
For sure. 2,500, 3,000. I use a lot of 2,500s, 10-pound braid, and usually like 17-pound leader.
Okay.
Like, a lot of times I'll have a short leader just to keep that knot outside the eyelets when I cast. Because that knot will cost you. I don't care how small and tight of a knot you tie. It's like, unless it doesn't touch anything, it's going to cost you a little bit.
Are you a
and
FG knot guy or uni to uni? What do you
no,
use?
I just do that Alberto knot, man. That thing
That's
works
what I use
great.
too. That's what I
Like
use. It's quick and easy.
I've been doing it forever and ever, and I'm
Mhm.
not like I did the FG for a while, and I just I never got super good at it to where I was like, this is worth my time.
Right. Yeah, I hear
Like
you.
I know everybody has, be like, that's dumb. The FG knot's the greatest thing that was ever invented. But like, hey, I'm not knocking it.
Yeah.
I got my limitations.
Mm-hmm.
My
I haven't
eyes are
tried
terrible
those yet.
anyway.
Yeah, no, that's
What's
the other
that?
thing with me. The no live bait needed, the NLBNs.
Haven't tried them either. I've
I
seen
haven't
them.
tried them yet. They look great. They look good.
Yep.
I
I
just
don't even
haven't
know what
tried.
you guys are talking about. I'm going to look that up. I'm writing that down to look up for later.
No live bait
Yeah,
needed.
you'll click around Facebook enough, they'll get you.
Yeah.
That's what I need. More
They'll find you.
targeted ads. I'm sure by the end of the show, like everyone else that watches this, when we start talking products, magically starts getting targeted ads. You're welcome.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome. We're here
But
to
yeah,
help.
that's the only thing I'd say though. If you're gonna do the weightless paddle tail, just run you a tiny little swivel. Just
Okay.
because that paddle tail will spin and like that's okay, it'll spin a little bit. You just don't want to get any line twist. It turns into a train wreck.
Real small swivel if you're going to do that.
Yeah.
And
Tiny
keep
swivel.
Keep it low. And that's a good point. Like you said, doing a small leader, keep the knot or the swivel outside so you still get some good casting distance on it. And again, if you do any sort of braid to mono, braid to fluoro type knot, you want to keep that leader kind of short to keep that knot outside the eyelets.
Yeah, and I mean,
it will hang up every now and then.
And then people will be like, oh, you have to have a 6-foot leader or you'll spook them and be like, well, man, I know a lot of people catch fish on straight braid with no problem.
Well, your audio just changed.
Yeah. I thought it was me.
You know?
I thought it was the headset. No, there it is back.
Am I good?
Yeah, you're good.
Perdido Blaine just asked you, what size are you using with the grip pins?
3/0. 3/0.
Oh, Emerald Coast. Oh, I didn't know that. Thanks, Bill.
Yeah, they have the no live baits.
So there you go. For locals, if you're looking for that, there you go in our area. Emerald Coast has got you covered. I have to go up there. I haven't seen Josh and Anna forever. I feel horrible about that.
Yeah, I haven't been down there in a while either.
Oh,
well, and even JT gets over here every now and then. Doesn't let anybody know.
I do.
Yeah,
I'll be down there next week. I'll be down there next week. I'll hit you up.
Yeah.
Good. Please do.
We'll meet up.
I'll be doing my other job.
Oh yeah, out this way.
Oh yeah, yeah. I do it everywhere, man. Yeah. Gotta keep grinding,
JT is also a licensed realtor in the area, so if you guys are looking to buy, sell, rent, any of that good stuff, make sure you look him up.
Oh, come on, get some. I tell you what, this mustache gets deals done.
Not only can it catch fish, but it can get some good deals going.
Actually,
that's right.
Mike, did you happen to look at your text messages while we've been talking to JT?
Yeah.
Okay, so you saw the one from Blaine.
Yeah.
So I was going to say something about your stash was your old picture that I've seen of your stash versus now. It's like, that's not the same guy. That's not.
Hey, so, I got to cut my part of the show short and go. I will. I'll message you here in a little bit, Brian, but I got to run.
Roger.
Everything's all good.
See you, buddy.
I just got to go.
Okay, man.
Got it. Go.
See you later.
Guys. Yeah.
Well, I can control this from here, I guess. All right. So
yeah, you got this, man. You got this.
Yeah. As I go through the controls, like, hold up, I know where most of the controls are. Let me just double check where they are. All those pieces. All right. Well, so all those together. So we got, pins. All those ones going. So we got shrimp. Oh, not shrimp. I'm sorry. We got trout, reds. Anything else crazy popping up for you, or is it all pretty just simple?
No, that's pretty much it right now. I'm just sticking with those two, and whatever else happens. But until it starts to cool off, I'm still running the same pattern I have been for 2 months now.
All right. Well, if it's successful, why not run it? So good stuff.
Yeah, man, I love catching them that way. So we just keep doing it.
All right. Well, if anybody wants to book a charter with you, how do they get in touch?
Yeah, it's Flat Spot Charters on Facebook and Flat Spot Fishing on Instagram. Hit me up and we'll go catch them.
All right. Thanks, brother. Good to see you. Thanks for coming on.
All right, buddy. Thanks. Take care.
Bye. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have to cut this short. Something came up we got to go take care of. And I hope you enjoyed it. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We're here for you every week. Sorry we don't have anything for the offshore or the surf. Basically, it's been pretty good. So, all right. Until next week, I hope you all have a great day. We'll see you. There's no outro tonight. Sorry. Bye.